It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
And we're going to look at J.J. McCarthy. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season.
It's the Vikings and the Bears on Monday Night Prime Time.
We've all waited long enough to get here. It's time for some football as we welcome you to the NFL on EA Sports. All right, football fans, settle in because we got bragging rights on the line in this one. Kate, Scott, Brock Hewitt here with you as we get set for a division rematch. Brock, one side taking the sweep and the other looking for some revenge after how that first showdown went.
What do they say about familiarity? Familiarity does what?
It breeds something, Brock. It breeds, contempt.
It breeds contempt. Yeah. These teams don't like each other. They can fake it. They can say all the right things in the papers. They don't want any bulletin board.
Cairo Santos out for the opening kick. And off we go from Minneapolis. He fields it from the 8. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Grabbed by Jordan Addison. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 22-yard line.
First carry here for Aaron Jones. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up. Well, this late in the year, Brock, just about every team in the league, as we all know, is battling some injury woes, and these guys are no exception.
It's an unfortunate byproduct of any sport, but especially the trauma involved in this sport. You're going to lose guys over the course of a season, and the later in the season you're dealing with injuries, the more the depth of your roster is so tested. And now it's time for those lesser-known names to make their name.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Jones once more. And again, they stall him out at the line. He couldn't get it.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
4th down punt upcoming, Brock, and here's Austin McNamara to put his leg into it. The punt's away, and this one looking good. Angled this one for the sideline. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. So here come the Bears as they get set for their debut series. And leading them out to the #1 overall pick in this year's draft out of USC, a player with immense promise, Caleb Williams.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Going to run again with Swift. And he'll take this up to around the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3. Staying grounded with Swift. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
On 4th down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. The fair catch taken in at the 28-yard line. No return on that punt. And it's going to be Vikings football. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Completed over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
That one gains 7. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down. Running back sent in motion. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
Slot man motioned over. 2nd down carry for Jones. He finds space for a few yards that time. Hit made by T.J. Edwards. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Complete beyond the marker. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Straight ahead they go with Jones. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Jervon Dexter escorted him to the ground. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he put just a little too much on this one as it hits in the end zone for a touchback. Back out comes the Chicago offense for their 2nd drive. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening 1st down as they take the field a 2nd time. Off the play fake, Williams. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Brought to the ground by Cameron Bynum. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Williams from the gun. That's going to be caught by Everett. He's got a gain of 6 there. That tackle made by Blake Cashman. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Williams on the play action. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Fair catch called for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. So no return on that punt. And it'll be their football. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
He smartly won't risk something here and just chucks it away.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him, calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
He lobs it up, looking deep to the brought in inside the 20. And he gets this forward to the 19. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
On play action now, McCarthy. Finds a man right side. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
Vikings, first down. First and goal at the 8.
They'll run here with Jones. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. Give him just 1 yard, I think, on the run. Still some work to do here on second and goal.
Second and goal.
Looking to throw, McCarthy. Into traffic, complete. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. They've held him out twice. Here we go, third and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings go up 6-0 here in the first. Jordan Addison, the touchdown. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So a nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
Reichard there to tack on the extra point. And the Vikings will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. Here come the Bears back out on offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Off to the races, middle of the field. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. So a massive gain, and all of a sudden, we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Out of the shotgun to give to Swift. And he doesn't get this one very far, down to only about the 18. The rookie out of Alabama, they're on the tackle. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense that just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Vikings defense countering with a nickel look, 3rd down coming. Working from the gun, Williams. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and now they're staring at 4th and long. The Bears bring on Cairo Santos for the field goal. Ball on the right hash, 48 yards out. Carney's kick is good, and it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's Jamal Agnew on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. Connects with his back. Aaron Jones. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Tackle made by Jaquan Brisker. They'll come to the line here. 2nd and 9. Now it's McCarthy. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
So near disaster a moment ago, but the drive's still in trouble if they can't convert on 3rd. McCarthy to throw it. Buys time, rolling right.
J.J. McCarthy on the scramble. A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
So we're through one as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. 7-3 is our score. More from U.S. Bank Stadium after the break. Another punt coming up. Austin McNamara to again do the honors. Velus Jones deep to receive for the Bears. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And it's going to be Bears football. Chicago getting set to take the field now. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Williams to throw on 1st. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him.
Still 2nd down.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Out of the pistol, Williams. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down. Now Williams. He's on the move. He's running for it. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Bears 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
1st down, here's Swift. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
He puts everything behind this one. They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, Chicago. If anyone is still doubting that this guy has an NFL caliber arm, Brock, add that to the list of highlights he can use in his defense. That was an NFL throw.
And got to be such a confidence builder. Yes, the game is faster. Yes, the windows are smaller. But when you execute with precision, touchdowns can follow.
Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bears push their lead to 3.
Vikings 7.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Here's a return from the 7. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First and 10, here's Jones. And that's good for a gain of 5. Now it's Montez Sweat who took him down. Halfway there on first down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Staying on the ground with Jones. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Now it's Montez Sweat who took him down. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. The Bears into the nickel for 3rd down. They've got a man in motion. Now the shotgun give to Chandler. Has the 1st and more past midfield. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a 2nd quarter lead. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
One after try, good by Reichert. And the Vikings take a 4-point lead.
14, Bears 10.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Starting from the 5. And look at this return. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Here's Swift to start the drive. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Komet pulls it in along the sideline. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Williams set to pass. He has the 1st over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Motioning one of the tight ends. Jukes out a 1-stop. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. From the 46. We'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. To throw is Williams. That's caught for the 1st. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that's a Chicago 1st down. Now here's Williams. Has his man, it's Odunze. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Toss play, Swift. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
First down throw by Williams. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. 2nd and 3 now. Motioning left is their running back. Got Everett, and it's complete. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. 5 yards on that play, and enough for a new set of downs. They'll come up 1st and 10. A handoff left for Swift. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. And he's able to get this down to the 13. He gets a half dozen on the carry, and that's also going to bring up 3rd and 6. Running with Swift out of the gun. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
So on 4th down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. This 32 yards out on the right hash. Carney's kick is good. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Here's Agnew on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Vikings taking the field on offense. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. Trying down the middle with Chandler. And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. Kevin Byard there to bring him down. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Stays upright. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Getting out to his left. Oh, he's going to run for it. He slides to a stop after a great run, but still not quite enough for that 1st down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
And he calls for the fair catch and is there to collect it. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Running behind center with Swift. And he reaches the 35 before going out. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down. Williams will look to throw. incomplete beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down just as we've come up to the 2-minute warning. That's good for 7 yards. And that's good for a Bears first down. Here's Williams. Has a man, it's Scott. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's a Chicago first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
First and 10 from the 41. To throw, Williams. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Dumps it off to his running back.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that brings up 4th and long. Torrey Taylor on to punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. And oh, just a hair too much on that kick. The punt lands in the end zone. This one's coming out to the 20. The Vikings now set to take the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He's got him. That's Addison. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down. They'll try it left with Chandler. And this buys them some much-needed breathing room up across the 5. Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. Minnesota lined up in punt formation. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Bears are going to be set up with some great field position. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Working from the gun, Williams. On the move, headed right. And the Vikings rush brings him down. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Out of the gun, here's Williams. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The Vikings with a football here late in the half. And clinging to this one-point lead, Brock, probably don't want to risk too much here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And not a great choice on 1st down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually, so 2nd down coming up.
Jalen Johnson on the coverage.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Thomas. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. 3rd and just 2 to go. Now McCarthy. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Back to the air, McCarthy. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Bears pick it up, headed the other way. And he's going to return this to the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears take the lead just before halftime. Like a freight train leaving the station after scooping up that fumble. Oh, he got moving on his way to the end zone, Brock. Nice hustle from the big man.
Is there anything more fun than seeing these big old human beings get their chance to get on a scoreboard? You see how it just ignites everybody.
Santos now for the extra point. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. And it's fielded but not returned from the end zone, so the ball's going to be placed at the 30-yard line. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden Ratings Hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. He's foray up the middle, and that's about 3. Kevin Byard there to bring him down. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bears in front. Now we'll get you down to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone. This is the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get you caught up on what's going on around the National Football League. We'll start up at TIAA Bank Stadium in Jacksonville, where it was the Jaguars who pick up the win at home. Trevor Lawrence, strong in the victory, as his guys run their record to 10-4 now with 2 weeks to go. From there, let's get over to the Rockies to check out the Broncos at home in Denver. And they fall in that one to the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Anthony Richardson leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get to Silicon Valley to check on the 49ers at home at Levi Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting LA Rams. Joshua Dobbs leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Chicago offense with the football first to begin quarter number 3. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Pinned off running right. Here's Swift. And he'll get it up to the 27. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. After 27 yards.
Now Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. And he pushes it up across the 30 before going out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
False start. Offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. A quick 3 plays, Brock, and we have arrived at 4th down just like that as he comes through with some contact to break up what looked like a catch.
Now, guess what, Kate? These guys aren't getting paid by the down defensively. They want to get themselves off the field in as few snaps as possible, and there was no way they were letting this drive extend beyond a 3 and out.
And after the punch, the offense comes out onto the field. And they're going to take over possession. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Complete out to the right. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Short pass brought in. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Looking to throw, McCarthy. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the 1st down that comes with it. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Now a give to Chandler, running right. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Jalen Johnson on the coverage.
Chandler again.
Traps, screens, draws, you need the element of surprise. The problem is, this defense was all over that draw. You couldn't fool them, even if you wanted to.
The Vikings getting their punt team out. And this will mark his 5th kick of the night. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. No return on that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. The Bears about set for their next possession. Off the play fake, Williams. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Williams set to pass. This finds Everett complete. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. That tackle made by Blake Cashman. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Williams from the gun. That's complete. Here's Scott. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Bears first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First and 10 from the 41. A give right side for Swift. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. They'll run here following the penalty. And he works this to the 38 before going down. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Williams to throw on first. Scott reels it in. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand.
That penalty is declined.
Offense to the line for second down. Throwing from the gun. Nearly intercepted. Ooh, he almost had it. Couldn't bring it in. Incomplete, and that brings up third down. To throw is Williams. Caught by his back. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Chicago brings out the punting unit. No return on this one. It's going to make it out of bounds and across the 25, spotted at the 24. The Vikings offense back to the field now. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Man in motion out of the slot. Look at this. The wideout gets it to start this drive. No one around. He's got space. Hits the 20. And he's in for the big play touchdown. Oh, Brock, but there it is. Back down the field. We've got a flag, and I don't think this is going to count.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Such an exciting play lost because of that penalty. And this offense now left to think of their next call as they make the long walk back down the field. And it'll be caught. Here's Ty Chandler. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Ball start. Offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Running it after the penalty. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
They'll stick with Chandler. He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Really fired that one, but they couldn't connect.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Out of the pistol, Williams. He completes it in traffic. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. That tackle made by Blake Cashman. All right, here we go. Second down. Out of the shotgun, a give to Swift. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. That tackle made by Blake Cashman.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
On third down, here's Swift. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding. Offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Going to the ground again on first. And he has enough room to gain about 4. Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Brings up second down at the 27-yard line.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. And he can't reel it in. Incomplete.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect. And all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
They'll send out the punting unit. Fields this clean at the 30. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And it's going to be Vikings football. Another drive coming up for this offense. Well, their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. They bring Thomas in motion. Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
Every offense in the league today, they want a couple of guys on the roster capable of doing this. Players who can line up a receiver, running back, and make plays from both spots. It's where the NFL's been heading for years, and what a great example on that play.
A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. They send a man in motion. On play action now, McCarthy. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Trevon Dexter escorted him to the ground. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Sir, pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Not the first time you said his name today, Kate. No surprise seeing him add a sack to this total. The same nose to the football that helped him recover a fumble earlier, well, it aided him in the pursuit of the QB, and he nearly forced a fumble of his own on that sack right there.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it's going to be Bears football. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the third quarter. Only one quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the third. It's Bears football to begin the fourth as they try to hang on to the lead in a close game. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Going to run again with Swift. Jukes one defender. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
First down, here's Swift. Oh, he lost the football! It's picked out by the Vikings, going the other way!
Holding offense.
So that was holding on the offense, and a quick declination from the defense means this stands as a turnover. They give up the gut to Chandler. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down now, 7 to go. An early jump and the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the defense.
Encroachment, defense.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage.
Still second down.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Yeah, it's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required, along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Trying down the middle with Chandler. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Got to figure out this third down here. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Rolling left, but trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And they're going to have to regroup after this one.
How many times we see these coaches after games sit there at the press conference, they pull out the stat sheet, and when they do, they look for some anomalies. And today, well, this head coach is going to be very proud of a defensive effort, getting after the quarterback 6 different times. 6 sacks. And they've had a heyday in the backfield.
And this one, he's out of bounds, no return on the kick. And there's only one team satisfied with their spot in the playoffs right now, and that's the one currently at the top. A lot of time left for everybody else to jostle for better position, or simply for one of the 7 spots available. First down throw by Williams. has a man. It's Scott. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a Chicago first down.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Williams on the play action. He's got him. That's Swift. And he'll get this through the midfield stripe and starts pushing into Vikings territory. Second down now, 7 to go.
Second and 7 at the 46-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Connects with Johnson. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. New set of downs for him at the 38. First down, Williams. Has the connection to a Doontang. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. They have themselves another first and 10. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Here's Swift on second down. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Williams will look to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Williams throwing on 4th. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out.
Ball start, offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. And he runs it inside the 10 to the 9. A gain of 5 gets him some yards back, but still some ground to cover. 2nd and goal coming up. Again, it's going to be Swift. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play.
Offside, defense.
Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach.
Still 2nd down.
They've got 2nd and goal now from the 5 after that helpful penalty. It's a design boot. Escapes out to... And he has the Chicago touchdown! The Bears make it a 2-possession game here in the 4th. Caleb Williams, the touchdown! Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You could just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
And he made the line of scrimmage, but not that goal line. Defense there to shut down that two-point attempt. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Here's Agnew on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The offense headed back to the field. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. And now they need to get 4 on third down. Now McCarthy. Complete beyond the marker. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. They get 6 and a first down as well.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
This one intended for the running back. And it sets up second down. Back to the air, McCarthy. Toward the sideline and caught by Addison. And he's out of bounds after getting across the 45. That play good for 17 and a first down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. And this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Dumps it off to his running back. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. McCarthy throwing on third down. He sends this one to the end zone. And they score. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings now within 1 score in the fourth. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings trim the deficit down to 5. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. On the return, here's Jones. He's got a lane up past the 30. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. The Bears and this running back headed back out for a new series. And this really looks like a whole different ball game after that touchdown, doesn't it? They really need to go on a drive here. Running behind center with Swift. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war in field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
From the 35 on second down. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly, as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Looking to throw. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And it's going to be their football coming up. First and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Throw reeled in by Thomas. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. First and 10 from the 41. Setting up to pass. Has him on the quick hitter. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Vikings out of the hurry up. Need everyone back to the line. That's Thomas. He's got it. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Minnesota spends its second timeout here. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's first and 10. He'll look to throw it. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And no one had a shot at that. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Here he is to throw. Complete out to the right side. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. And the Bears bring in an extra defensive back for this third down. He has the first over the middle. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. First and 10, here's McCarthy. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And it'll be second and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And this is incomplete. Could have been a touchdown, but all it is now is a third down. They'll motion him out of the backfield left. Oh, we put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Desperation time here on fourth. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. He can't find the end zone. They stop him, and they'll still trail as they turn it over on downs.
The quarterback's so worried about challenging the DBs in coverage, he didn't keep an eye on the lineman in front of him. He threw it right towards him, and it was easy to get a pop and swat away a potential first down.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4. So the Bears take this one on the road. And they take not just a victory, but some serious year-long bragging rights home with them after this one, as they finish off the sweep of their division rivals. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Bears winners as we bid you farewell from Minneapolis.